Hey, how you doing today? Good? I got my shower today. I went into my friend's house and got a shower. So that was really nice. I feel, at least my hair is a little bit poofier and not like sticking to my head. But I wash up every day, so I didn't really feel dirty, although, hot water did feel nice. I kind of miss going to the you-know-where. Today I want to show you one of my bins and just see what's in there. Christy and I are going to go to a park. She saw the video where I was having fun at the park, and now she wants to go. I mean, there's just not that many people there, so we'll go and walk around. You need to. We all still need to walk and get our hearts pumping. We can't just stay in our house all the time. No. So I'm doing really good. Got some good sleep last night. Woke up at a normal hour. I went to Sprouts and I got some vegetables. I got some produce. And they're all been washed. They're in her. She has a refrigerator in her garage. And there's a bathroom in there. That way I don't have to use theirs. Yeah, so I washed them up. She gave me a calendar to keep out there. Washed them up and got them all prepped, ready to go. So in the next few days, I'm going to be eating lots of produce, which I'm sure that I need. So, yeah. Okay, let's get right into my bin. Okay. We'll just pull it out. Look how packed this is. My bins were not that packed before, but now they are. Let me get this light over here. See if we can get better light. Okay. Yeah, I got the curtain sort of half open because the sun is coming in this way. So you can see my bin is pretty full. All of this, and I'll show them to you in a minute. Yeah, everything's just packed in here. It was never this full before. They're all kind of put things in here. I showed you my overflow bin, and there's things in there that I don't normally want to get at. That's why you saw just a little bit more junk food, but we had to get what we had to get with all the shelves emptying out. Okay, first I have some tea bags, and at this point I just put them all in there. I know there's some Sleepy Time and there's some Bengal Spice. So actually it smells a lot like Bengal Spice. I think Bengal Spice is overtaking everything, but that's okay. I usually take everything out of the regular bags once I open it and put it in my little baggies. And I have almost every size of baggie in here, except the big hefty ones. But I just need a cough drop right now. My throat just feels a little bit dry. I haven't been drinking water today, so I need to get going on that. In fact, it's right here. Oh, it needs to be filled up. This back. Packets of cocoa. I always forget this is in here. I could actually, when I was in Ohio, I used to mix this with my coffee. So I just forget it's there. Oatmeal, ready to go. I should probably dismantle this a little bit. This was so I could just grab it out and make oatmeal in the morning. This is dried soup. I keep forgetting this is in here too. It's organic. It's from the co-op, which is a really nice place. Cooperative food. It's called the Food Conspiracy in Tucson. And I've done a lot of traveling. It's really nice. Okay, it's hard to find. I might not be looking close enough, but anyways, this is lentil soup. This is black bean soup. You just mix it with boiling water, and I don't really measure it out too much. I just put a little bit of boiling water, and I put it in a small bowl, and I just keep adding and stirring until I think that I've got the right consistency. And then I let it set for about, 10 minutes. sugar packets. I started collecting these when I was in Tucson 2 years ago. So I stopped after a while. Some of these are Wendy's too. So I need to get out my tea ball. Catnip, very calming tea. Lemon balm, very calming. Good for your nerves. And of course, we got St. John's wort. Very good. You know, another good herb is skullcap. That's probably one of the most, they call it a nervine type herb, where it calms your nerves. Skullcap is really good. I used to use that a lot, but I had to order it from Mountain Rose. They're like one of the top for herbs. They're online. This is like Emergency, only it's Equate. It's their brand. It's got 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C in it, so I'm just using the top brand right now. I'll come to these when I run out. Never been opened raisins. Don't go bad. Now these have been opened. I need to eat these, finish these up. Mission figs. Prunes, these have never been opened. Dates, never been opened. These are good for the long haul, dried fruits. And here's some more mission figs, never been opened. And prunes that have been opened. And these really do work. Just 2 or 3 at night, they work. Now the rest in here, literally, let me see. They didn't have the cans when I went in there, and I do like the cans. You get more for your money in the cans. Oh, yeah. You get like 5 ounces in the can. And I think this is, 2.5. You get half. You only get half. And, yeah, the same price, but you get half. Now, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 of these. So that's good for 13 days. I mean, that's probably enough protein. I did open these one time. Oh, yeah, I did open one. It's more, they're not chunks of tuna. It's kind of like a tuna salad in a way. You can kind of feel it. Sort of like what the tuna fish is. And then I have the tuna creations. I do like the lemon pepper. And I have how many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14 of those. So that's a good month. And then I have a couple of, where is it? I have 2 of the pink salmon. That sounds good. Pink salmon. So that's what's in this drawer. So I have a month of protein in here. Yeah, I want to find my tea ball so I can make some tea tonight. One of you asked me if I had listened to 2 different people from YouTube. One of them I had never heard of, but the other one was David Icke, I-C-K-E. And yes, I have watched a few things from him, a couple of videos in the past. And
You seem pretty right on. So right after I saw your comment, I did go and watch it, and it was very revealing.
From the UK. And I've listened to him before, and he's pretty controversial, but I mean, and a lot of times I agree exactly what he's saying. And you don't know what to believe. In fact, with some of the things he's saying, I'm actually surprised that he's survived it and not been suicided, for talking about things like that and giving his opinion, which is pretty strong sometimes on the way the government works and who they really are. Well, so I went right to David Icke on YouTube, and I listened to him on the 2 videos on what he was talking about, the COVID-19. The thing that was alarming for me was that in 2010, he had read and got a hold of a manifesto that was put out by the Rockefellers. And, I mean, they're globalists, yeah. They're the elites. And he said that the manifesto that he read way back in 2019, or not 2019, the manifesto that was from 2010 was almost exactly what's happening. It involves China. It involves a pandemic. It involves, the manifesto describes how it would work to where many in China fell ill, but because of the super quarantining that they did, that now, and then they would report that they don't have as many cases anymore, and that it was good that they did the quarantining. So that, in fact, would help move the American government to do exactly what they're doing, massive quarantining and lockdowns, so that we too can. But this is from 2010, and he said it's pretty much almost exactly what's going on right now, so I don't know. For me, I know who's got my back. I mean, I'm a Christian, and I know who has my back, and he always has all through my life, so we'll see how this all plays out. I don't want to have to, for people to have to stay in their homes for too much longer. I think people are going to really get bored with this. I think people are going to start, revolting a little bit, So I hope you're all doing really good. Keep positive. Keep looking to the future. Don't look back. Create your future. And that's one of the reasons why I'm always taken back when people say, oh, this is going to go on for months and months. Really? Is that the kind of future we want? Why don't we say this is going to be over in 2 weeks? All of us say it right now. All of us say it. This is going to be over in 2 weeks. By saying it, we're creating a positive energy into the universe. Please don't anybody say this is going to go on and on and on. It's just negative thinking. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but I don't like it. Remember that commercial from the 60s? And the most famous commercial, how many? I will let you think about it. It's the most famous commercial ever. Most clever commercial. I know most of you know it. And that's what I'd like to do. I know it sounds like rainbows and unicorns. I'm really not into rainbows and unicorns. But I do believe in the power of positive thinking and positive actions. And I do see people around the world, if we would all just walk out of our home and start singing a song or something and create this positive upper level vibration, the vibrations of the light, the positive vibrations. Don't be down here in the guttural vibrations. And many people are operating from the bottom. And the evil one just loves that. He wants us to be operating down here. But let's operate up here. So here's a song, and I'm going to sing it the best I can. I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees as Snow White Turtle does. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. It's a real thing. What the world wants today is a real thing. We do want the real thing. And we don't want lies. So if there's lies going on, you know, like Fleetwood Mac said, don't tell me sweet little lies. Nah, I don't want sweet little lies. I want the truth. So we want the real thing. And I know you're going to be humming that song for all day. You should go on YouTube and maybe I'll put the link. I'll put the link in the description. I love that idea. I loved that commercial. I mean, I just did. It's the most famous commercial, you know, I don't know in the world, but the United States it is. And I think it was from, was it 1971? Wait a minute. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. So yeah, and that's kind of the ending. Remember Mad Men? I loved Mad Men, and that was sort of the ending. That was the whole Don Draper. In the end, he was in California, sitting around. And so that alluded to the fact that he was going to end up writing that song because Don Draper's character was based on the guy who did that song in Manhattan, the Ad-Men, the Mad Men. I loved that show. Oh, my gosh. So, okay, that's it for the day. That's a wrap, kids. Let's just keep looking positive. And let's sing, let's hum, let's sing, and let's dance. Even if it's in our house, let's do it. Let's just think positive thoughts because that's a spark of love for everybody. If we could just do this spark. And I'm going to also put a link to a song that I love. It's by Kygo. And it features somebody singing. It's Kygo. He's the one who does the electronic music. He's pretty famous. But it's on YouTube. And I'm gonna put a link there for that video too. And you listen to the words to that because yeah, when we love, we put off sparks. We are electric people. We can make, well, I'm just going to say we can make shit happen by thinking about it here. Sorry about that. But sometimes you just have to get real. It's a real thing. What the world wants today is a real thing. Now I want a Coke. Love you guys. Mwah. Well, I know I said goodbye, but I made some coffee for you. There you go. And I'm going to put in a video of some of my dancing, and there's some outtakes in there where I'm like, totally, what am I doing out there dancing? I was like, I'll say, what do I do now? I don't know how to do this. So since we all know we want the real thing, I'm going to give you the real thing. Awkward moments, but it's out. I'm going to, probably in the next few videos, I'm going to include some of the outtakes of my dancing, intermingled with some of the good stuff. So here you go.